Interface Video, in cooperation with Fairfield Federal, presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fair Hope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield County Adam H., Dagger Law, and the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities.
Hello friends, and welcome to Fairfield Today. Paul Jasmine with you. Thank you for joining us. We're back at it downtown as we tape today, a beautiful day outside in downtown Lancaster. Thank you for joining us on Fairfield Today. And with the Garret Players, it's a pleasure to have with us Cathy Bitler. Cathy, welcome.
Thank you, Paul. Great to be here.
You have done pretty much all of it for the Garret Players. Now, you haven't been in it for the entire 10 years, but you've certainly done your share of acting with it, and you're directing, and you're an old hand at all this. So this one, it's called the Sweet Delilah Swim Club.
Yes, sir.
It's an interesting title. We'll see what that's about, but you are the director.
I am.
Is that enjoyable?
It has been. We've got a great cast, and it's a wonderful show, and so it just makes it very easy. I have great support with Marilyn Steiner and Rita Hiles, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, the group is, as you mentioned, a couple of folks that have been around a while and done this. It's got just great reviews over the years. I've always enjoyed going up there, and I think I've shared this with you before. When I went up for the first time, back when they did whatever it was the first play was, I walked up there, and they're walking around with books, and I thought, what is going on here? This will be terrible. I didn't even know they had books.
That's right.
They didn't even know they had books.
No.
Everybody knows their part. I forget, there's a name for that, I guess.
It's a staged reading.
Reading, but I mean, that is just so not obvious to the audience that's sitting here, because you're watching the people act, you're watching the things go on, but it's an interesting concept, but I thought it would ruin the play. Actually, it did nothing.
It doesn't at all. I remember the first one that I saw was Driving Miss Daisy with Deb Smith.
Sure.
And within 2 minutes of Deb being on stage, I completely forgot that she had a script in her hand. And I was really just so focused on her and the part she was playing and the play itself.
Sure.
And I know as we bring in new actors to Garret Players, that's the first thing that they are both worried about and happy about. One, happy that they have that script in their hands, so nobody has to memorize these lines.
So even if you, and I'm saying when you did it, or Deb Smith, people that know what they're doing here, even if you know your lines, you still carry the book.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. In fact, we have someone cast in this show who has quite a bit of acting experience, and that's the first thing she said to me. Well, I'm just not comfortable carrying the book. And I said, you know what, we all have them, because if one person doesn't, then the audience will notice.
Sure. Yeah, you're right. That's an excellent point. Yeah. So this is the Sweet Delilah Swim Club. It is August 26, 27, and 28. Is that Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
That is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday night and Saturday night.
7, 2.
And 2 o'clock on
2
Sunday.
2 o'clock.
Yes.
It's a great time in the library. We'll talk about being in the Garret room up there. But a staged reading of the Sweet Delilah Swim Club. What's the basis behind this?
Well, it's a little bit like Same Time Next Year, if you're familiar with that show.
Yep.
5 college friends meet on the same weekend every year in the Outer Banks.
Nice.
And this is how they change and their lives change over a period of about 35 years.
35 years?
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun. When the play opens, they've been out of college for 22 years. So we meet these 5 ladies who have known each other since they were 18. And learn their backstories and start to get a glimpse of what their lives are like. And then over the period of the next 33 years, we see how their lives change and how their personalities change and how they grow as people.
And the audience gets to kind of see how the sausages are made in their lives as they grow, and the good things and the bad things probably that happen.
Oh, exactly. When
real life.
Absolutely. It is very much real life. They all love each other, but there are times that there are conflicts, and they all just want to, forget the weekend and go home. But they stick it out through everything, through heat waves, through hurricanes, through all of those weather events that you might associate with part of your life.
How many people are there? Just the 4 or 5 people in it?
5 ladies.
Okay.
5 ladies in the show. Very excited to be working with all of them. We have newcomers
Nice.
who've never acted before, and we have folks who have quite a bit of acting experience.
I'm sure that's the object of,
It is.
I know with Ron back in the day, it was, there are people that do this, you, Marilyn, people that have done, Deb Smith, done lots of these, but you always need new people coming in that are bitten a little bit by this, and they eventually would become possibly the older ones.
Absolutely. And could you say more seasoned, Paul? I would appreciate that as opposed to older. But yes, Garret Players, as Ron set it up, I mean, it was to encourage people who have a love of theater to get out on stage. And yeah, people are really nervous about it at first, but I think they're usually small casts, and we are very quickly gel like a family. Having the script there with us, our sets are very simple, so blocking is not difficult. But it's a way really to just, our hope is, involve more of the community on stage, and then by holding it in the Garret of the library and not charging an admission fee. Of course, we hope people will make a contribution to the Friends of the Library because they finance all of it for us. It's a way to open up theater to more folks in the community that might not want to pay a ticket price to go see Broadway in Columbus, or even the small fees that they charge at Ohio University Lancaster or Lancaster Playhouse.
Cathy Bitler is my guest, and we're talking about the current play by the Garret Players, the Sweet Delilah Swim Club. It's August 26th, 27th, 28th, Friday, Saturday at 7 o'clock, Sunday at 2 o'clock. And you've kind of talked about why it was named the Garret Players. Is that the 3rd floor?
Yes.
3rd floor at the library, the Garret Room up there. Fabulous place to hold this. It's just wonderful. And again, as she indicated, there is no charge. Doors open at, 6? The elevator goes off?
6:30, we
6:30.
unlock the elevator, let everybody up, and then 1:30 on Sunday.
And it's, 100 people? Is that
About
where you
100
go?
people, yeah. The fire marshal gets a little upset if we have more than that. So.
Well, we'll keep him on his feet. It's not Dave Ward anymore, so we'll have to fight the good fight with somebody else. But it's a wonderful thing to go to, and I would hope that people get up there and get a chance to see it. And again, as Cathy indicated, the doors open at 6:30, so everybody's kind of gathered on the 1st floor. We're all waiting, and then it's like the gold rush hits. It's everybody runs up the steps because they want to get good seats. But it's very intimate.
It is.
Everything is very close. 100 people don't take much room, and it's just a great place to hold this.
It really is. There's literally not a bad seat in the house. And it's a very comfortable, intimate location. And you really get up close and personal with the actors because the Garret's not very deep. So by the time we have our backstage area and then our stage area, there's, maybe 4 or 5 feet.
Still sets there.
Yeah.
There's things going on. What's this, like a living room or like a condo they're in? Or
It's a cottage that they rent every year. The name of the cottage is the Sweet Delilah.
That's it.
That's right,
it.
yeah.
Very nice. And you've indicated, too, that there is no charge.
No.
You get to see this wonderful play for no charge, but donations are accepted and welcomed. That they go to help the Friends of the Library.
Exactly.
Who help put this on.
Right, because there are costs involved with staging a production. We keep our costs very small, but there are costs. The biggest cost, of course, is just for the rights to do the play. So the Friends are gracious enough to pay those costs for us, and the hope then is that folks who come to see make a donation to the Friends that then covers those costs, but also adds to the Friends' pot of money that they use for programming at the library. There's so much that the Friends do that make our library such a wonderful place, and we're just happy to be able to, I see it as a symbiotic relationship, Paul, really, because they are helping us and we are helping them.
Well, it's a great collaboration. I think Ron saw that years ago, to just put the library, one of the focal points in town, just behind us here a block away, and to get the Garret Players involved in that. And it's been so successful for a decade. Again, it's the Garret Players, the Sweet Delilah Swim Club, August 26th, 27th, and 28th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday and Saturday at 7. Sunday at 2, matinee at 2. No charge, third floor of the library, the Garret. Open the doors and the elevator at 6:30, but donations are gladly accepted to help the Friends of the Library. Sounds like great fun.
It is great fun.
And speaking of a collaboration, there's another collaboration going on, which our guest here, Cathy Bitler, will be glad to talk about with some other guests we'll have on. Will you hang around?
Absolutely.
So nice of you to do that.
Oh, we're happy to do it.
And we'll be back with more on Fairfield Today in just a moment.
Dagger Law has been part of the Lancaster community for more than 110 years. This is where we live and work. You'll see us at festivals, sporting events, and all around town. We consider our clients as friends, and we walk alongside you through challenging times. Whether you're a growing business, a changing family, facing litigation, planning your future, or dealing with land issues, we're right here. We are local. We are trusted. We are experienced. Dagger Law.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Fairfield Medical goes the extra mile to give attention to their patients, to their guests, anybody that comes within those doors.
There's no question that the staff there are all personally invested in seeing that I got the best care possible.
The staff was so comforting. I felt like she was in the best hands.
They basically gave me a second chance at life, and I'm going to make the most of it.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Hi again, everybody. Welcome to the high school football game of the week. I'm Jaron Stewart alongside Tim Shoemaker. Tonight, we've got a great one for you. The Bloom Carroll Bulldogs.
We had a great week of practice. Even in the rain and the weather, we had a great week of practice.
Schneider, lots of running room to midfield. He's gone. Run Schneider down the near sideline for a touchdown for the Aces.
We have a hold on the offense, number 20. That penalty will be declined. They'll bring up fourth down.
We're going to give you this game ball here because you're a Tiberios fan of the game, and thanks for being here, Jacob.
Thank you.
The Polar Bears are your OAC tournament champions, first time since 2009. What an exciting finish for the Ohio Northern Polar Bears.
And be very proud of this trophy because you've earned it.
Yeah! Sam, Elmo!
Oh, hey, Julia! Are you ready to play band with us? I'm gonna play my clarinet.
And Elmo's gonna play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
Mm-hmm. With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
When we came here, when Dad was sick, you walked in the doors and you knew you made the right decision.
Yeah.
They treated Dad like he was so special.
Like he was the only one here.
And they not only treated our dad, but they treated our family.
Yeah.
We had cots, we had soup, we had food. I mean, they treated us like part of the family.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Fairfield Today. It was a pleasure having Cathy on to talk about the Garret Players. It's always an exciting time to talk about any of the artsy things that go on here. Lancaster is very blessed to have a lot of great groups that sing and a lot of performing people that have a place to go. Maybe after high school or after college, they can go back and they have a way to kind of show their talents in the acting world. And we're going to talk about another great opportunity right here. We have with us again Cathy Bitler, and Marilyn Steiner has joined us. Thank you for coming in.
Yes.
It's great. I heard about this, and I guess I'm thinking, I wonder why it didn't happen before, because it's got the big three, again, the Lancaster Playhouse, the Garret Players, and Victor Jones out at Ohio University Lancaster. You all are collaborating on one big Christmas play. Tell us about that.
Well, it was Victor's idea.
Shocking.
Yeah, I know. He came to a couple of us, I guess maybe in the May-June time period, and said, hey, I've got this idea. Do you think it would work? And I said, personally, I think it would work. Marilyn thought it would work. And Jane O'Brien and P.J. Aubrey from the Lancaster Playhouse jumped right on board. The Friends of the Library has offered their financial support, and we're off to the races to do It's a Wonderful Life, a live radio play.
And it was such a generous offer by Victor.
Oh, it was.
Because he thought it would be good to promote Ohio University Lancaster Theatre, but especially to promote the Garret Players and the Lancaster Playhouse. So a collaboration, the three groups together, putting on something
perfect
that's
sense.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And I guess that was my thinking. I thought, I guess it never crossed my mind. That's why Victor does what Victor does. But that makes such good sense. But as I mentioned in the open, we have so many good singing groups around here. We start with the men's chorus and the Lancaster Community Chorus and the Lancaster Chorale, and there's a women's barbershop group. People that maybe left in high school can come back and sing. There are other outlets here. Well, now with Lancaster Playhouse and with the Garret Players, they have that opportunity to do that. And now this collaboration, this just makes such perfect sense.
It really does.
And that's part of the reason that we're here today, too, because this weekend coming up, we are having auditions for It's a Wonderful Life, a live radio play. And we're hoping that members of the community will want to come out. Because it is a live radio play, it's going to be kind of like the Garret Players. Your script is going to be in hand, because if you're doing a radio show, oftentimes
you
on old-fashioned radio, you've got your script is right in front of you. So we're hoping, again, there's somebody out there that has that acting bug that wants to get on the bandwagon. Now's the time to do it. I think part of the commitment, though, is the rehearsals are going to be right around the Thanksgiving time. So rehearsals are going to start about November 15th. Obviously, we're not going to rehearse on Thanksgiving or the day after, but it is right in that time because the play will be December 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
It's going to be a live radio play. It's called for It's a Wonderful Life. Is it pretty true to what we would remember the movie?
It's very true to what we would remember the movie. In fact, there are parts of it that are word for word from the movie, which was based on a story called The Greatest Gift. So this goes, there are layers of this onion that we can peel away. But yes, people will recognize it. Victor's done the show a couple of times over the last 10 years, and it's always so heartwarming and so much fun. But we do want the community, this is a true community group now, and we want the community to come out and audition. And to do that, to schedule an audition time, all you have to go is go to the webpage for Ohio University Lancaster, the Garret Players, or the Lancaster Playhouse.
It's everywhere.
Or their Facebook pages. And there's a link there that'll take you right to sign up for an audition time.
Marilyn Steiner and Cathy Bitler join me on this wonderful collaboration coming up. The actual plays are December 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. First and second, is that again Friday, Saturday?
And Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, December 1st and 2nd.
No, I'm sorry.
No.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, December 1 and 2, Thursday, Friday at 7 o'clock. And then on Saturday, you have two, right? At 2 and 7 o'clock. $10 admission charge out at the beautiful Wagner Theatre at Ohio University. So this would, for somebody that perhaps has only been involved in the Lancaster Playhouse or the Garret Players and maybe never been involved in an Ohio University production, this is really going to be a step up.
It really is. And having been involved with an Ohio University Lancaster production, I can tell you it's so much fun. And it gives the students a chance to work with different members of the community.
Right.
It gives the community exposure to the students
Oh,
and what
yeah.
goes on out there. And I like to think that the Garret Players does a very professional job. I know Lancaster Playhouse does. Ohio University Lancaster does. It'll be a top-notch performance.
Marilyn, you talked about the auditions. As I understand it, there may be some parts for some younger people, if it so works out that way.
We are hoping, yes. There are several children in the play or in the movie if you've ever seen it. So yes, we would love to fill those parts with young children as opposed to an adult perhaps standing on their knees or something. And it is a family-friendly play.
Yes.
So definitely, if you have children that want to act, to be a part of It's a Wonderful Life, or bring your family, bring your whole family to this in December. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It maybe would have been worth the price of admission to see Cathy on her knees playing Zuzu, saying every time a bell rings, and
An angel gets his wings.
we know. It's just a great play, and as I indicated, I think this is probably my favorite movie. And again, there's a little bit of music involved, and I understand it, it's more like commercials or jingles.
Exactly. This set is a 1940s radio station in New York City.
Okay.
So yes, there are jingle singers, and there are stage managers and production managers and Foley artists,
Nice.
making the sounds, and just really as a radio play would have been produced
So
in
you
the
sort
40s.
of look at what behind the scenes might look like at a radio production.
Correct. So the audience there is acting as the audience for the listeners at home listening to the radio show. So the audience will be, they're seeing the actual play, but, we're hoping there's a lot of laughter and a lot of emotion from the audience as well as from the wonderful actors that we hope to cast.
So there probably should be pretty good sized cast involved in this.
Could be up to 25 people.
Sure, depending on how that works out, because we know there's a lot of people involved in it in the movie. This sounds like such a great idea. I bet y'all are so excited about this to do this, to be just all three of the big ones coming together.
We are all extremely hopeful for a good turnout for this because it's something we'd like to repeat every holiday season. But we need to know that it's something the community wants.
That they want to do it, yeah. Now, do I understand that there is an admission price, but the Friends of the Library are backing this also?
The three groups involved are sharing the production costs.
Okay.
So the Friends agreed to pay the third for the Garret to participate.
But in turn, we have shared the cost to produce this. We also will share the profits.
Yeah.
So whatever the take is at Ohio University with the audiences that we get, the Friends will and the Lancaster Playhouse will also get a piece of that. It won't all go to Ohio University, which is, again, a wonderful collaboration on their part to be generous enough to share that with us.
Yes.
Sure. It's very exciting out there, and Lancaster Playhouse has their venue, the Garret Players has their venue, but to be out there with a real auditorium and real sound effects and lighting and everything, it's going to be just wonderful. And again, a collaboration. I just think that makes so much sense, to put the people that really enjoying it, you all, the Lancaster Playhouse, Ohio University, put them all together and on a great play like this.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. There will also be, before each performance, musical guests from around the community.
Really?
Victor will be working to find those folks.
He's going to play the piano, right?
He will play the piano in the show, but
Excellent.
we'll have perhaps high school choirs or other groups that would like to come out and do 20 or 25 minutes before the show starts.
They'll all probably all have their music ready for their assemblies at Christmas time and stuff like this. It's just going to be a nice way to get into the Christmas season.
And to bring the entire community together doing it.
Sure. And again, if you talk about a big opportunity for a good payout, you get 4 shows out there and it's full, that'll be okay.
Be a big help for the Friends in our library, absolutely.
Sure. So again, it's really a special holiday collaboration. It's a Wonderful Life, a live radio play where you kind of get to see behind the scenes of how something is done in radio back in, I guess, the 40s.
Yes.
Maybe that's when it would be. And it's Thursday, Friday, December 1 and 2 at 7 o'clock. And then on Saturday, they have 2 plays at 2 and 7. Auditions are coming up here in just a week or so.
August 19th at 6:30, August 20th at 11:30.
And how can they, again, do they need to make reservations for
Yes.
that or get a time slot?
You need to just let us know that you're coming.
Okay.
And to do that, go to either the website or the Facebook pages for either Ohio University Lancaster, the Garret Players, or Lancaster Playhouse, and you only need to sign up one time. It goes across all the platforms. There's a link there that will take you to the sign-up page.
Well, it's going to be fun. And as you said, Marilyn, if it so works out, got room for kids involved in this, and we know George has a family, and there are other kids involved.
We sure hope so.
Yeah.
We are hoping to recruit a wonderful cast, and I'm sure the community will come through for us for a wonderful
that
life.
would be wonderful. Marilyn and Cathy with us on a special collaboration of It's a Wonderful Life with the Garret Players, Lancaster Playhouse, and Victor Jones and Ohio University Lancaster. And all this takes place on December 1, 2, and 3 out at Ohio University Lancaster. We certainly thank you girls for being with us today. Best of luck. Looking so much forward to this. We certainly hope it's an annual event. That'd be just great.
That would be fun.
Great. It's a Wonderful Life, a live radio play. Look that up, December 1, 2, and 3. Thank you for joining us on Fairfield Today.
Interface Video, in cooperation with Fairfield Federal, presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fair Hope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield County Adam H., Dagger Law, and the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities.